To our Crochet Designs. My name is Mary and I'm coming to you with our midweek live, feeling very nasally and but we're all here. When I say all, me, all of me is here. Parts of me still over there sleeping. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It has been a while since I've been on the channel. Not completely a long time, but it has been a while. And, you know, and most of my subscribers would already know that, yes, I've had the flu, and you can still tell there's bits of leftovers. And I'm glad you can't tell from there, but all this side of the area is all dry. So I'm so glad you can't tell from there. The wonderful Anne McSee, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you here. First one on to say hello. Julie McLean, hello, hello. Feeling a little bit better. Still very nasally and also a bit of a sore throat, but nothing, there's nothing major now. The hard work is gone. It's a good thing you didn't see me the day that it was feeling really bad, but here I am and here we are. We're all back to, I won't say normal, partially normal, a little bit normal, but we are back and roaring and ready to go again next week. Hello, Corrine, lovely Corrine, beautiful Karen B, lovely to have you here. So to the newbies who have joined us this week, welcome. And to all the beautiful messages I'm getting, both public and private, those beautiful private messages that nobody ever sees and nobody knows that those people really care. So there's everyone out there who really cares, and I thank you very much for all your beautiful messages. Middle Earthian says, hello, hope you're getting better. It's a slow process. Thank you. Hello, Raylene, beautiful Kiki, hello. And hope you got lots of rest. All I did was rest. And now I have to be honest with you, I did pick up the hooks. When did I pick it up? 2 days ago. And I did about maybe, at that time, I only did about 10 minutes worth, put it down. Then yesterday I did quite a bit, but had nothing to do with the channel at all. It was just plain crochet, double crochets, around and 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 around. Because I couldn't do anything that needed focus, because there is no way known I was going to be able to focus on anything. So I haven't really picked up anything. I haven't turned the computer on in over a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now. So I really haven't done anything. So don't be thinking that there's all this stuff that's going to come out. It's not. All I did was sleep. That was it. Beautiful Melody. Hello, lovely to have you here. Thank you very much, Melody. I will be taking care of myself. Thank you so much. Lovely Liz, a beautiful Liz who's been sending me a million messages. Thank you so much. And again, to everyone who has sent me private messages, Corrine. Oh, look, I can't go through them all because I'll forget someone. But there's a lot of you who have sent private messages and, of course, public messages as well, and I appreciate that. And it's funny, you know, did the Vegemite help? Says Kiki. Vegemite, if you didn't know this, guys, Vegemite is has a lot of salts in it. So if you're feeling down and you've run down and you've been drinking lots and lots of water with your flu and everything, the wonderful Kiki suggested to have some Vegemite. No, it didn't. But that's okay. It's partially my fault because I didn't put any on. I kept saying, well, I'll go and have some now, and I'll go and have some. But honestly, I would have been lucky if I had 2 meals in 2 days the first time I was sick. And they were just toast. And they were just a bit of margarine on toast. So, yeah, the first few days were yucky. Look, it got better. When I say it got better quickly, it didn't really get better quickly. The temperature was down. But I kind of got really... my mouth was so dry, my throat was dry. I didn't have a major cough, a little bit of a, you know, the humbug. Vicks, I drowned myself in Vicks vapor rub. For those of you who don't know what Vicks is overseas, I'm sure everybody knows what it is. But if you don't know what it is, it's a tiny little container like that. It's got lots of vapor and eucalyptus and smells and everything in it. And you rub it on your chest, and it was helping me breathe a lot. I do have always... not sometimes, always get a sinus infection when I get ill. So if you're looking at my eyes and wondering, you know, they're a bit low, that's normal. Yesterday I had all bruising under the eyes. You couldn't see them. They were internal bruising. That is from the sinus. I've always had it and I always will. It's still there, and I may have to end up going to the doctor to get medication for that. But for now, I'm here. Temperature's down, and like I said yesterday, I started crocheting a little bit more, even though there were rounds and rounds and rounds of nothing. I mean, nothing. I'll show you on Saturday what I was creating. I know it may not look like nothing, but the stitch itself was nothing because all you do is go around and around and around. And it's just a plain double crochet rows. So I wasn't really doing anything too exciting. Well, that's your problem, says Kiki. You didn't have enough Vegemite. I didn't have enough Vegemite. Vicks is always something my mum swears by for sickness. It actually doesn't clear sinus. What it does is the vapor in it tricks your brain into thinking, I read up about it, into thinking that it's clearing your sinus. So it doesn't actually clear your sinus. So your sinus tends to clear naturally, which is weird. I always have sinus issues. I have them really bad, Middle-earthians, so bad that like the other day the very second or third day, I was in so much pain here. I thought my head was going to explode. So the sinus is usually very bad. You should still be resting though. Thank you. I will. I'm not doing anything, Kiki. I just wanted to get on today just to let everyone know what's happening. It won't be a very long live. I'll keep it as short as possible. I'm still going to have my pasta tonight. Well, I like my pasta. So I'm still having a sauce night tonight. So there we go. Oh, hello, Green Butterfly. Lovely to have you here. And again, thank you everyone for your special messages. I'm a Vicks user. I love Vicks. It's old fashioned and it works. You know, Corinne, my dad used it on us when we were young. It works, you know. Thank you, Green Butterfly. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what's worse, having my nose stuffed or having a sinus headache. I get the sinus headaches, but they start from in the eye, all around the eyes, more in there, right in the groove of the eyes. So really it can get so bad, and I can't take too much medication because I'm on another medication. So really all I can have is Panadols, and that's just to help release a little bit of pain. It doesn't do anything for the sinus at all, not really. So anyway, it's time to go to visit the doctor for that, but I'm not going to go because I can't be bothered. I said that I can't be bothered. I don't like going to the doctor if I don't have to. Thank you, Green Butterfly. She says thumbs up. Thank you. Yep, in the eyes as well, Middle-earthian. That's right. Yes, thank you again, Green Butterfly. It's always one of the first people that shouts out thumbs up. Thank you so much. What's been going on? Actually, you guys know, nothing. Nothing's been going on. I've done nothing for the channel. I'm not going to lie. I've done nothing for the channel at all. I do still have my Australian Sheep and Wool Show slush fund still up and running. The last time we did that was, hang on a second, let me breathe here, $265.50. Someone did get onto the live to my channel. Let's try my website at so I'm not thinking www.wowcrochetdesigns.com before the live and gave me a donation. So I'm going to pop half of that donation, which is $2.50, onto our slush fund. And I've missed a chat, and it's the wonderful Marty. A little bit better. You can tell, always tell my eyes are the first things that go when I'm sick. They're naturally droopy with age, but we won't talk about that. But they do tend to sag a lot. So I try to put makeup on to lift them a little bit, but it's not working. Look at the eyes. Look at them. Looks like I'm highly medicated. I'm nothing. No Panadols, nothing today. Just a little bit nasally, a little bit sinusy. I know it'll all clear and I'll be back to normal by Saturday. She says, as she's hoping. It's been like how many days now? You want to hear the worst part? The worst part was I got the flu literally 8 days after I took the flu jab. So I'm kind of wondering whether or not that little infection was there before I had the flu injection. So I'm kind of really sad. However, the temperatures didn't get too high. They did go high, but they didn't get too high. So I'm kind of assuming that the flu jab that I did have stopped them from getting so high. I don't know. I'm just playing, pretend doctor here because I don't know anything about it. So there you go. But I do know I'm feeling a little bit better, and I thought I'd get onto the live today and have a little chat with everyone. Maybe iceberg lettuce is the miracle cure for flu. If you don't know this, guys, here in Australia, the iceberg lettuce is up to what? $13 now, I think, for one little. And some shops aren't even selling it because it's pointless selling it. No one's going to buy it. Not at that price. Remember once the bananas went up to like, I don't know, $15 or something? It was hilarious. Now the same thing's happening to all our food in the stores. I did actually go shopping yesterday for the first time in 8 days. We had no food in the house. There was nothing. So I did go shopping yesterday, and I was looking at those prices. We usually like to have salmon for 2 pieces of salmon. It was like, what? Little pieces, $12 the pack of 2 pieces. I thought, no, no salmon this week, guys. We're not having salmon. This is ridiculous. So prices have just skyrocketed. $20 for a small punnet of blueberries too. Get out of here. Oh my God. It's out of control, Kiki. It really is. Um, I won't have the flu shot, as I was told that it induces the flu. That last time I had the shot, I was sick for a week. Well, you know what? I've been having that injection now for, how long have I worked in schools in the past? Oh my gosh. 15 maybe, something years, more even. I've never had, I did stop for 2 years, or no, it might have been 3 years, and I got the flu pretty badly during those times. So I went, when I restarted into another school that I was working at, I started getting the injection again, and I haven't had it as bad since. This one was a bit weird. This one was more, and it was my fault because I dehydrate myself naturally. I will drink 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, and then that's it. That's it for drink. I don't drink at meal times. I don't drink water. Well, I have been. I've been going through a couple of bottles of these a day, because it dehydrated me so much that I couldn't even feel, my mouth was so dry. So I just kept drinking and drinking and drinking water. So it just depends on how it affects your body. That's how it affected mine, because I dehydrate myself and always have had. But literally, it's made me drink more water. So today, this is what I've got. I've got the cup to drink the water with, and when I finish it, I've got my bottle to fill it up with. So there you go. Let's see, I've missed all the super chat here. Not super chat, just a chat. Hi, Sherry and Cherry. Hi, Sherry and Cherry. Cherry. Hello, both of you. Oh, hello, Kenneth. Haven't seen you in for a while. Lovely that you have joined us here today. And once again, guys, thank you so much for all your messages. You drink 2 to 3 liters a day. Green butterfly, you should be a stick, like nice and skinny, yeah? Because that's what water does for you. It drains all the fat, which is probably why some of us aren't so skinny. I'm not looking at anybody in particular. I went to the garage to put air in my car tires. It used to be 20p to use the machine, but it's now £1. Well, that's an inflation for you. Oh, buddy, you're a character. Beautiful Jody, hello. I can't stay. Going to leave the stream running. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Jody. Lovely to have you here as well. The beautiful Jody tends to always look after us here on the channel, even when we're not on our channel. So I thank you very much, Jody, when you do visits over to our website as well. So I do thank you for that as well. I don't drink enough water either. 2 cups a day. Can of root beer at supper. Okay. All right. Well, look, guys, I am here, and as you can see, the eyes are still a bit blah, and it's all dry around here. You can't see it though. I'm glad. I put cream on it just before the live. I'm shoving all this cream there, thinking, oh, please help. I did lose a couple of kilos, but I reckon I'm putting a good kilo on now daily. But I did lose the 2 kilos, yes. I have a cuppa or two need more water. That's right. You know what, Sherry? I've come to the stage where I've just, because of this little flu that I had, I'm continuing doing the same thing with the water, even though that flu has subsided. It doesn't look like it's subsided because my eyes are weird. Even though the flu has subsided a little bit, I'm still drinking that same amount of water on purpose. Speaking of which, cheers, everyone. And it's not special water, it's just water today. Sorry. I hate to disappoint me, not you. Cheers. Kiki says, I drink plenty of water. I just have it flavored with coffee or special spicy ones. We love our special spicy water, don't we, Kiki? We are having a thunderstorm right now here in Iowa. Hope I can stay with you for a bit. Oh, Kenneth, lovely to have you here. Lovely to have everyone here. We have a nice busy live this afternoon. A little bit better, Cherry. I don't have temperature anymore, and I actually literally did not have any energy for 3 days. I sat on the couch and watched 2.5 million movies. And I've got to tell you, there are some of them that I rewatched, and then there are some of them I thought, what was I thinking watching that? That's not a comedy. That's sad and depressing. So I went back to watching comedies because, you know, they say laughter's the best medicine. But because I've watched them over and over again, I tend not to laugh as much because I know the punchline. So I've got to find some new comedies to watch. Not TV shows. I find that I don't have the patience to come back and watch another one, except for Grace and Frankie, because I love Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlinson. And what's the other one? The Karate Kid one. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the name of it. The Karate Kid movie. You know that one, the series? It's on Netflix. We had rain since last night up until a late afternoon. Now that's 1:20 a.m. Okay, got you. Got you. All right, so just a quick heads up to let everyone know, you're probably all wondering, when are the tutorials coming back? You're probably wondering, what are we doing with the cardigan? Wasn't it supposed to be done 2 weeks ago? Yes. We're going to have to wait another week. I really don't like to apologize in advance for that. I had planned to have this pattern up on the website 2 weeks ago. At first it started off, I had issues with it. Now I didn't even get a chance to fix those issues. Then I got the flu and I thought, oh, that didn't help. So now just bear with me another week. Just give me some time. It's coming, I promise. Forecast Wednesday for 96 degrees. For us, we work the other way, so I don't know what that is in the other degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is. So if there's anyone with Google handy, can you Uncle Google it, Dr. Google it, Auntie Google it, whatever you want to call it. Google them. It's everything is coming, guys. It's just going to be a lot longer than I did first say. The Corrine, with lovely Corrine, is still here. See, I haven't done anything with it. It's still sitting there attached to the yarn. But the mittens are going to be the very first pattern you see on the website. Let's try channel. See, I'm half asleep still. On the channel tonight. So, oh, mega hot, says Sherry. You're funny. I could do with the actual, what do you call it? The actual degrees. So that's coming. I promise, Corrine. I promise it's coming. I promise. It's just going to take a little bit longer, and it won't be this week. So you're probably looking at next week before any tutorials go up on the channel. So I just thought I'd let everyone know. I'm not sure when next week, because literally this was the one that I had trouble when I was recording it at first. And I started recording it from there and work its way up. 35 degrees. Thank you, Middle Earthian. Thank you, Kiki. That's actually not completely mega hot. But Kiki has those temperatures, what, 3/4 of the year, don't you, Kiki? Over in Queensland. Well, here in Melbourne, that's hot. 35 is hot here in Melbourne. Yeah. Not that bad, says Kiki. It's a fairly cool summer day there. That's what I said. Queensland, she would have it really hot there. That is mega hot in Canada. Oh, is it? It is pretty hot here in Melbourne. But where Kiki's from, what part of the Australia Kiki's from, it's like that normally. So glad you're back, but you really need to take care. Do not. I know I will. Sherry, thank you so much. Sherry, beautiful Sherry. I thank you very much for your kind words, and I won't overdo it. This is the only thing you'll see next week on the channel. That's it. This is the only thing you'll see, and I probably won't do it until way into Friday. And then I will give you an update on the cardigan next Friday as well, during this particular tutorial as well. And the reason is because, believe it or not, that stitch and this stitch, they're the same stitch. What? They are. If you look carefully at them, that's done from up. Oh, so it looks like that. That's the original look of the stitch. Half doubles? No, it's not. It's that way. It's right the first time. So that's the original look of that stitch. So it's exactly the same stitch, different project. All right. So when I do that tutorial, it'll give you an idea of when this particular piece is coming out. So just bear with me on everything. It is going to be a lot slower than it was before. It was already slow before, wasn't it? But it's going to be a lot slower. But as you said, thank you, Sherry, I won't be overdoing it. And I did mention to other family and friends that things will be a lot slower on the channel for a couple of weeks, because the flu really took a lot from me this year. I don't know, maybe I was unwell before that. It's possible I was not healthy enough. Maybe I wasn't getting all the right vitamins. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm here now. We're here. Last summer wasn't too bad. I think the worst was 42 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty hot. Oh, hang on. I've missed some stuff. Here we go. I have missed some stuff. It's forecast to be 30 degrees Celsius here by the end of the week. That's a heat wave for you. We'll bring this country to a standstill. Us Brits go to pieces when it gets warm. Wow, that is a heat wave for you guys over there in England. Yes. Last summer, yes, we said 42 degrees. Same happens in Canada. Yes. Oh, David is here. Hello, David. Lovely to have you here. Greetings, greetings, greetings to you too, sir. Now, you've just become a sir on our channel. What? Well, Marty can do the you know. Oh, actually, Kiki will have to do that. The knighthood. Is it the Queen that does it? Who does the knighthood? Well, we only know about the Queen doing it, but we've got a king in our corner, so maybe between Kiki and Marty, they can knight you, David. Lovely to be had. Lovely to have you here and lovely to have everyone, and thank you very much everyone for your kind words yet again, and I will keep saying it because I've got some special private messages from people I didn't even know were on our lives, that watched our lives, let alone are here. Now, for those of you who do chat on our lives and are out there, you know who you are because you're here, right? But there are those other people that you don't see in the background, and they did send me some private messages, and I thank them very much, especially that lovely little lady that I always talked about in the past. I will note, I do warn though, I have shaky hands right now. I'll leave it up to Kiki, but she's handy with a sword. I bet she's handy with the swords. I love it. I love it. These two, you know what, David? These two, Kiki and Marty, they're hilarious. You know, everyone, we love to have them here because they make us smile, they make us laugh. But thank you very much for that too, guys. It does keep the channel going. Just bear with me. I'm having a pain. I'm having an eye sinus pain. I'm going to have a drink of water. Cheers, everyone. Now, I didn't plan this afternoon's live. In fact, these are the last little questions from last week. Total different, total same questions from last week. So I can't even do our question time. We might be able to work something else out. Hello, Kaz. Lovely to have you here. We'll have the accident book on standby. I love it. I love it. Get the report ready. Fill in all the blanks, Marty. Yes, K2. We've got Kaz and we've got Karen. Oh, gosh, I hope we don't have... we've got the two Sherrys. We've got a Sherry with a CH and Sherry with an SH. So we've got the Kazes and we've got the Sherrys. So, yeah. Yeah, we do have a lot of the same names here, which is not bad. But I just think you guys do it on purpose to confuse me, which doesn't take much. Not these days, especially this week. I'm going to be extra confused this week. So there we go. Whoopsie. Oh, David, you just had an ear sliced. I have finally started the actual swan show for my niece today. Not quite done the foundation single crochet row. Yeah, they take a while. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Like I say to people, you know what? Don't be in a hurry about anything. And especially this week, I'm saying that more often. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, you know. In actual fact, yesterday was the first time I'd left the house in, I think, 9 days, maybe more. I can't even remember now. Because the last time I left, I was literally coming home from somewhere, some function. Came home and then I spent the first 3 or 4 days working. And then all of a sudden I got sick. So after that, I didn't leave either. So there you go. Not a fan of it, still a lot. Look, I have to say with the crochet foundation, single crochet row, whatever it is you're using, half double, double, whatever. I know you're using single crochet. I find them, they look a little distorted for me. And don't get me wrong, I've used it many times before. I find them distorted. It makes the stitch look different. So it's okay. If you're doing a row that you know you're not going to work on, then it's okay to do it. But if you're doing a row where you need to put a ribbing on, it changes the look of that final row before the ribbing. So I just don't like the look of them. Again, I have used them, especially the half double and the single. I don't like using them for the double. I did use them for the double for a project on the channel, and I can't for the life of me remember the project. It was something when I first started doing YouTube videos here, and I didn't like the look of, actually, I think I know what it was. No, mental blank. I can't think. That's on a normal day, let alone when I'm sick. But yeah, I've used it. I don't like using them, but I have used it, and I will still use it in the future. I just won't use it on certain projects. I'll never use it on a collar because I don't like the look it gives you on a collar. That's just me being finicky. And I know a lot of people do use it. So again, it's prerogative, really. It's whatever it is that you, excuse me, find comfortable using. Just give me a second. It won't be a massive live today, guys, because I know this voice is going to be gone by the end. So just bear with me on it. So look, we do have these little things. Remember the ones that we did I don't even know when we did it. Last Saturday before? I don't know. Was it Wednesday? I don't remember. These are the questions that we had last time. I don't have any question and answers for today, so I'm going to leave all that until Saturday's live. I'm going to have a lot of fun on Saturday's live, and we'll do some of these question and answer things, and then some of that money can go towards the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. I forgot to tally up before what I had, so let's go there. 5 plus 7, no, 5 plus 2 is 7, 1 is 8. Hello, wake up, Mary. Okay, we've got $268 towards our Australian and Sheep, can't get it out now, towards our Australian Sheep and Wool Show funds, slush funds, if you will. So the slush is actually growing. It's looking great. So we will be purchasing some items while we're there at the show. I would have purchased anyway without the funds. So I would have done it anyway. But it does help to do these kind of little funds. We have a lot of fun with it. 99% of the time it's me who's putting the money in. But it doesn't matter. It's all right. Hello, Luana. Lovely to have you here. Oh, what have I missed? I've missed some stuff here. Oh, I'm not a fan of it. Yes. I do that after my niece's swan show, my own swan show. I probably won't do it again. Okay. Yes, and hello, Luana. I will use it again, Middle Earthians, but it's not something I want to use, put it that way. If a pattern calls for it and I'm doing someone else's pattern, I will use it. I will have a look at it. If I don't like the look of it, I'll take it undone, as you do, and I will do the chains. And I don't have a problem with making chains and keeping my chains straight. So if I had to do about 180 chains or 220 chains as a circle slip stitch to join, my chains are straight, because there's a few things that you can do for that. A lot of people put their hook, take the hook out and put it at the bottom and pull it through, and they do that way. But what I do is I lay the work out on the table and keep it flat and work with my arms up just for the joining. That way nothing gets moved. I do the chains, lay it nice and flat on the table, keep the even side up. The bubbled edge stays on the bottom unless you're wanting to work on the bubbled edge. Maybe. But I keep the even sides up. And then I know when I bring the hook around, I'll have to do a tutorial on it one day and show you, to slide it in. But you will see me with my arms up while I'm doing the first few stitches. Once I do those first few stitches, I can drop my arms and work normal. Because if I do this way, if I start crocheting like that, I tend to turn that stitch around before I even get the hook in. And then all of a sudden it's the wrong way. And that's where you get it all crooked. So this way, when I do it the first time, I keep my arms up, keep it nice and straight, do the first 2 stitches, bring them down, sit back, and then do my stitches. There are many ways that you can, there are many tricks you can use to keeping your chains straight. I don't use the tricks. I just do the good old-fashioned, let's lay it nice and straight and keep it as even as possible before continuing. If I'm doing a long chain, I use stitch markers for counting. Absolutely, David, I agree with that. I count every 10 stitches, and once I get to 50, I take out my stitch markers and I leave the 50 in there. But a lot of people, I would suggest to leave your stitch markers in every 10 or in every 20 if it helps, depending on how big your chains are going to be. If it's more than 150, I would do every 10. I would make sure, you could do every 20. It depends on also your experience with crochet. If you're looking at your chains and you can literally count your chains across and you know each count and how it works, then you don't have to do any of that. You can just count. But it's just so much easier. Once you've got them there, you can just go right 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, all the way up to 200 and whatever else stitches that you may need. But there's many tricks, David. There's many tricks to counting, to keeping your chain straight. And everybody uses so many different tricks. And what you need to do is find something that suits you. And I literally put the stitch markers in every 10. I used to not do it. And I'd get to about the 70th chain, 70, 71. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think, what? So I now put the stitch markers in every 10. So if I say 70, 71, oh gosh, what did I get to? Is it 71 or 70? I go to my last stitch count, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then I count from there. And I work out from there. Sorry about the coughing, guys. And I work out from there where I'm headed. I also am a little over halfway done my block of the month Afghan for my sister signed me up for 4 more kits to go before I get to block and put everything together. That's great. That's great. Don't you love sisters? Middle Earthian, don't you love them? So these are the little tips and tricks you can use when you're doing chains. I don't usually do anything that consists of a lot of chains, but lately, especially when you're doing things like this, I will need a lot of chains for me because some of us are a lot bigger than others, but we're not going there, are we? We're not discussing my weight in this issue. Why does my weight always have to come up? I think it's because somebody keeps bringing it up. But you know that if you're a wider person, you need to count those stitches, guys, but not even if you are a small person and you're doing, say, 83 stitches across, or 63 if you're smaller, lucky you, you still need to get it right. You know, you don't want to get to 63 and then realize you needed 65 and you just 2 less and you've gone around and done your double crochets or whatever it is stitch that you're using, and then you think, oh, I only got, what was I thinking? So yeah, I suggest making sure you pop your stitch markers in. Count, guys, count. Look, I say that I'm a really bad person in that area too. When it comes to counting, I mess it up all the time. Not once in every project, all the time. So I say, I'm counting it halfway through. Go back and start again. Let's try one more time. So counting is really important, guys, especially for stitch counts. Otherwise, you're going to be out. You don't want to be short a stitch or a couple of stitches. She was signing me up, but she did, because found out I was just starting to learn, not staring, crochet log. I love it when they don't say anything. Nurse asked me today how much I weighed. I said, too much, lol. I'll say, I usually say, not many people ask me now because I'm just blowing up like a balloon. But I usually say there's not enough room on your scales for me. There's not enough space. People don't ask anymore. They're too scared. I'm like this. What did you say? I don't ask anymore. I also do my chains using a hook size larger than the rest of the project. A lot of people have done that. And you know what, David? I did try that once because I saw that on, who was it? Mikey. I saw that on a tutorial with Mikey in it. And don't get me wrong, it worked. But by the time I'd finished my project and I wanted to put a ribbing down the bottom of the item, I found that the stitches were really loose towards the end. They tend to loosen up a little bit. So that kind of didn't work for me. So I do still use the same hook size. But a lot of people do use that separate hook size and it does work for them. It didn't work for me because obviously my tension was already set in its way. Excuse me. I was very sick recently and lost 30 pounds. Really? 30 pounds? See, we work in kilos. Well, I work in kilos. But 30 pounds I know is a lot. I think it's half of that, like 15 kilos or something. That's a lot of weight, David. Wow, I haven't seen any of your videos for a while. But that's a good response, Jerry B. Yes, I know, right, Middle Earthian. Now, I haven't been watching anything. I admit that whilst I was sick, I watched a lot of videos. I didn't actually do any crochet. I was watching and listening to what people were saying As you know, I watch my beautiful Crystal from Bago Day. And there's a few other places that I went to as well, a few other channels that I went to that nothing to do with crochet. I'll have to do a tutorial on that one day, a video on that. I always tell the doctor, the last time I weighed myself, I was 10 kilos heavier than I know I actually am. So when I'm weighed, I get a Oh, that's hilarious, Kiki. I'm just now getting back to my normal schedule, depending on where you're from. Yeah, wow, David, that's a lot of weight loss. I have to be honest with you, I don't think I've been weighed at the doctor's for a very long time. I can't remember the last time a doctor weighed me. I'll probably just bop them on the head if they do anyway. No, I won't. I won't. I do know I lost weight during the flu, but it's starting to come back on. 2 days I'm eating already. I use a half a size up for my chains. Did you miss my earlier comment? Oh, I did, Julie. I'm so sorry, Julie. I wonder if I missed anybody else's. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I didn't see it. I still can't see it. I've gone way back. Julie, I'm so sorry. Anyway, hello. Oh, I did miss it. I'm sorry, honey. Don't make me cry because then my eyes will start to, and my nose will dry up and, oh, don't make me cry. I have a valid excuse. I can't get out of my chair. Well, that is a valid excuse, Middle Earthian. What's my excuse? I've got no excuse. I just keep blowing up like a balloon. I'm sure someone's down there somewhere and has got a little thing and just, I'm not doing it. It's not me. Look, I know it's lack of movement. And I noticed today, get this, today was the first day I was doing a little bit of work and got up and cooked dinners and did things. And I've got muscles that are twitching now because I haven't moved them in 2 weeks or a week and a half. So all my little legs going shaky, shaky, shaky. And I'm thinking, what's going on down there? What's with that shake? Yeah, muscle twitching. First time. I've never experienced it. So there you go. Goes to show I haven't used any muscles for 2 weeks. Nothing. It's like a blob on the couch. They always weigh me first thing when I visit my doctor. I don't. The first thing they do for me is blood pressure. They check that. They don't weigh me. It's not a thing. I remember once when I said to my doctor, "Why do I need blood pressure? What do I have to do this for?" He said, "Well, look, do you want to, lose 30 kilos?" He said, "My point exactly." So I just don't bother weighing myself anymore. He knows and I know that I'm big. I'm not getting any smaller. No, I've got to do some workout. Not workouts, at least just walk. That's what they were saying. The best exercise is walk. I've at least got to go back to doing that. Quite a number of years ago, I used to do a bit of power walking, just locally. By myself. I didn't do it with anyone in particular. Yeah, just by myself. There used to be this car filled with fellas in it. They'd be driving around and they'd catch me and they'd shout out the window, left, right, every time they saw me. First time they did it, I was a little bit nervous. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to die here right now. And then the next day or the day after, they saw that car again. They wound down windows, left, right. They didn't want to bother me. They were just encouraging me. But I literally was power walking. It was like real going for it. And I lost plenty of kilos in those days. But if I power walk now, I'll break something. Something will fall out of place, like a hip will go that way and the other leg will go that way. I can't do power walking anymore. But normal walking we can. Normal walking. I've lost all the chat. Give me a second, guys. Just have to unblock my ears. I can't hear anything. Okay. As much as I'd like to stay and chat. Oh, Middle Earthians has to go. I'll see you soon, darling. Take care, yeah? Hello, Spring. Hello, Spring, the fibre enthusiast. Lovely to have you here. We had a craft alive last Wednesday. Says Julie, no crochet or wool, but I did get a pair of fold-up scissors and Bendigo Woolen Mills had sales. Did they just? I knew about the sales. It was just bad timing for me. I couldn't go anywhere, Julie. I had no life. For a whole 2 weeks, I've had no life. Oh. When I get on the scales, the dial spins around like I'm on the Wheel of Fortune. I need to get on a health kick and lose some of the extra padding. I need to lose that padding just in my left foot. Everything else is just going to take forever. I have actually lost 10 kilos. Wow, this year. Wow, Kiki. But still have like 25, but still 10 kilos. Well done. Congratulations to you. Um, yeah, I think the natural walking is a good thing. I don't know if anybody is a part of this. Guys, if you are a part of this, I'm going to talk about it. I don't know what my handle is on it. It's My Fitness Pal. I'll let everyone know on Saturday what my handle is, what my name is on there, because it's not Mary, it's something else. Because when I first got onto that, that was, oh, I don't even know. 5, 10 years. I don't even know how long My Fitness Pal's been around was when I first started. And that one there, I actually, oh, I'm missing a chat here. Hi, everyone in the chat. Oh, enthusiasts and saying hello, hello, hello. Yeah, My Fitness Pal. My goal this year was to lose 10 kilos, only another 15 to go. Oh, well, way to go, Marty. Set goals, that's it. But My Fitness Pal is really good. It's a little app. You can do the free version or you can pay for it. I don't pay for it. I just do the free version. And I'm on that. I love that. Because you can log your food. You can log what you're eating during the day. You can log your exercise. You can log your water. I haven't been logging, honestly, but I have been logging my food. Not my food, my water, because I want to start making sure I drink enough water. And if I haven't had enough water that day, I'll just make up for it the next day. So I'm starting to log that. It's called MyFitnessPal. It's an app. I'm sure you can log on a computer as well, which I actually first started on a computer. I didn't start on an app. I was on the computer the first time I got onto it. But I believe it's more of a mobile app than a computer thing. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm known to be wrong sometimes. Right, 99% of the times, but don't tell anyone. I won't tell you. You won't know that. But it seems like a good app. I like it. I don't use it as much as I should. If you really go through all the things on the app, it can help you out a lot. That wouldn't work for me. Some days I don't remember to eat. Other days I make up for it. In actual fact, Kiki, it would work. You can focus on the days that, like, I don't remember to eat either. But by the end of the day, I go in there and say, oh my gosh, I'd have been lucky if I've had 2 meals today. Or one day I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I had 50 meals today. What was I thinking? Well, maybe not 50, but exaggerating a bit. But in general, you've got that opportunity to check where you're going wrong and where you're not going wrong. My problem is my old intolerance and allergies. Ah, yes, I know. I have a few allergies as well. I have a lot. It's not an allergy. I just find that whenever I have anything that's hot, it's got any hot food like, you know, cumin and all sorts of weird things, my throat burns and I can't eat. So not that that's a problem. Not that that's a problem. That's not a problem at all. But it does. I can't eat anything that's peppery. I have pepper in my food. Don't get me wrong. I don't have it on a salad. I can't eat it on a salad. Burns the throat. But I can eat it inside a meal. It's okay. But anything that's, you know, strong, you know, peppery, I can't have. Should read food. Oh, food. Your food allergies. I thought you just meant your old intolerances. I'm not thinking straight, Karen. Your old intolerances, food intolerances. Well, it's the same thing. You've got quite a few allergies. Yes, I know. But yeah, I don't know how we got onto food. But I'll tell you what, on Saturday when I come onto the live, I'll let you know my handle. Because you know why I don't know it? Because I did it a long time. I think it's Maggie Moo or something. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't look at my name when I log in anymore because it's automatically set on my phone. I just get on it. I look at my face. I think the old photo I use is the same photo I used when I had my sister's dog on my lap. I'm hungry now, says Marty. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Have some water. Cheers, everyone. Have some water. Have some water. I don't like water at the best of times, but funnily enough, my body was craving it all the way through this sickness. So I don't know if it's because I was dehydrated. I don't know. I never crave water, ever. I could really go eat chocolate right now. I was eating chocolates. I did have it 2, 3 days ago. Yeah, we had like the family size chocolate bar, and I was eating that. And then I went shopping yesterday and bought more. Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. We had more. We had more. My brain is not thinking straight. We already had 2 extra bars. You know why? Because there's a competition on them at the moment. You got to find something inside the wrapper, and I do tend to enter competitions. It's been a long time though. Years ago, when my children were little, I used to do That's Life and Take Five magazines. I used to do those, and I was like religious. Wednesday mornings when they would come out on at the newsagents. I'd run to the newsagents, I'd get them, I'd bring them home, I'd fill in all the competitions, all the crosswords and everything. And by Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning, I'd have posted that out. And I want little things like in those days, you had like phone cards. It would give you like a $5 phone card. And when you make your next call to your parents, your friends, your family, you just type in those numbers and it took $2 or $3 off your phone bill. It was fantastic. Um, I could really go chocolate right now, or it doesn't. Kiki, you're hilarious. Um, bye for now. Oh, Julie, we'll catch you soon. Keep drinking your water, and I hope you improve. Thank you. Look, I am getting better, Julie. I feel so much better. I'm very chatty today. Honestly, I haven't spoken for days. It's ironic, isn't it? Me not talk what? I used to do the same, except I never remember to post the competitions in. Well, I stopped doing them for that reason. I stopped buying them because I used to do them and then sit on the couch for about a week and think, did I make the competition? No. So I stopped buying them. To prepare for my diet, I went through the fridge and removed all the unhealthy items. It was delicious. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough at you there, but that's very funny. Excuse me a moment. Yes, you need to go grocery shopping when your food is lacking unhealthy. I mean, when your fridge, I can't get it right. When your fridge is lacking unhealthy food. I mean, healthy food. I mean, unhealthy food. I think I was right. I don't know. I'm lost. What's my name? Ask me a harder question. Um, oh, it's getting cold now. I turned the heater off earlier. When I have a shower, the house is way too hot after a shower. I kind of work up a sweat after a shower. Now I'm cold. Oh, I'm cold. Actually, I can't afford to eat healthy right now. Not with the ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely madness, Kiki. I was at the shops yesterday and I was like, people are laughing at me. So I'm going, it's only been 8 days since I've been here. What happened? What happened? Yeah, everything's just doubled in price. And some of it, I actually put the salmon back. I put it in my trolley and I was staring at it and thought, nah, I just can't justify spending $24 for four pieces of salmon that are this small. I wouldn't mind if they were nice big pieces. You know, it was this little. So I put them back. Yeah, it's sad. Don't forget to hit those thumbs up. Thank you very much. Kaz, the beautiful green butterfly, has said the same thing. So I thank you both very much for that. Good night, Mary. It's almost 3 a.m. Oh, Cherry, lovely to have had you on. Been drinking plenty of liquids. Feel better, drinking plenty of liquids. Thank you very much. See you next time. Thank you, Cherry. Lovely to have you here. Have a good sleep. 3 a.m. Kiki says doubled by 5 in price. Absolutely pathetic, Kiki. Really it is. It's ridiculous. Always go food shopping in the evening and hunt the yellow sticker items, get some bargains and fill the freezer up. And that's just Marty. That's the way it's going to go. You know what the sad part is, Kiki? I don't know if you're watching the news yesterday. We only eat 1 meal a day now. Oh, really, Luana? It's madness. The sad part is they were talking about it on the news yesterday, saying that Victoria, whether it's Australia general, but here in Victoria, we're going to be losing, having lots of power issues over the next few weeks, maybe, which is really scary. Which means our lives may be affected. Oh, I hope not. But if we have power issues, it's not enough power, or something to do with power. I don't know. They haven't got enough people working. I don't even know the story. All I heard was the back end of that conversation on the news, and I thought, what does that mean? Does that mean we're going to lose electricity? What does that mean? We did our power thing the other night, but luckily live on a hospital grid. Luckily, Oh, luckily you live on a hospital grid. Okay, that's very lucky. But I know for a fact that we are going to have power issues, and just be prepared, guys. I also used to Too Good to Go app. Uh, it's Too Good to Go app. It's brilliant and think it's available in other places, not just UK. Get a bag of food for cheap. What's it called? Too Good to Go. Is that what it's called, Marty? Let me write it down. I'll check it out. It's not going to hurt. I always say we try everything once. We don't like it. We don't try it again. Too Good to Go. I see 14 likes there. Thank you, or thumbs up. Thank you very much for that, guys. I do appreciate that, as well as appreciating all of your personal, private and public messages wishing me happy health. And I do thank you very much. I don't usually get that ill. I do know that I haven't been eating well. And, eating chocolate bars or half a chocolate bar is not eating well. It's eating fun, but it's not eating well. So I do know I haven't been eating well, and it's a big slap in my face, but that'll teach me a lesson. But let's get back to eating normal and trying to eat healthy. And we'll check out this app, Marty, if it works. Is it an app? You said it was an app. Yeah. We'll check it out. If it's an Aussie app as well, we just got to be careful because some of the apps that people get us hooked on has nothing to do with Australia, so we can't do anything with it. But the actual MyFitnessPal just keeps you healthy, and you can log all your food as well. They put lots of recipes on there occasionally. Some people put their favorite recipes that's helped them lose 10 kilos that year or whatever they've done. So I literally find those recipes and try them. I haven't done that for some time. I actually went on the app this week because I had time to sit and do nothing. I was doing nothing. Then I just went on the app and started logging my water. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I went on the app to log my water, but not really log. I did occasionally I put my toast on there that I had. I did put the chocolate bars on there and all the funny foods I like eating. Happy Mail headed your way. Oh, Karen. Beautiful Karen. She does lovely things, doesn't she? Too Good to Go looks like available in Australia. Okay, just check. Basically, you buy a mystery bag and pick it up from the store towards the end of the day. Marty, that sounds like a really cool app. I have got to try it. I really do. Just means I don't really like going out during winter in the dark night, cold, especially around our area. I mean, in the dark night, cold. No, I didn't say that out loud, did I? I'm really not into, during winter, leaving the house in general. And when I do go shopping, I have to admit I go early in the morning during the winter months. Because I know by the end of the day, our Melbourne winds are stormy and everything. I check the weather all the time in winter which is good for our temperature blanket, by the way, because the weather shows you if it's going to be extra windy. It's not a matter of being cold. It's a matter if the wind is blowing. When the wind is blowing, it's double cold. So I'm such a wimp, I stay home in my little blankie. Speaking of which, I had my doona on this week and some blankets that we made on the channel on top of it. And I knew I was getting better when on one of the days I worked up a sweat and thought, oh gosh, I'm going to take all these blankets off, and realize that's when you realize you're getting better, because it's not normal to want to be under so many blankets. But there you go. Happy mail from me too, Camille. Oh, Raylene, the beautiful Raylene and lovely Karen. Oh, they're too sweet. They're too sweet. I appreciate any happy mail. I don't care what it is, just as long as it's not something alive that's going to crawl out at me or something. We don't want any of those. I don't need any more spiders, all right? Just heads up. So I don't mind the odd happy mail. How naughty am I? Oh, Marty, there's one of my lines. How naughty am I? And yeah, I love happy mail. I don't mind it. And you know what? I do need to brighten up this area a little bit more. We're going to start changing things here. Mind you, I still have all of the gear for Pipeworks sitting over there in front of the TV, well, near the TV. I actually started moving it this afternoon and moved it over a bit. Well, this afternoon, what am I saying? the afternoon before I got ill, I moved some of the stuff over to the sides so that I can watch TV properly. And then a few days later, I was sick, as you do. I just checked the weather in Melbourne and it says it's 12 degrees. Oh, that's considered sunbathing temperature in the UK. Oh, it's nasty. It's nasty. And look, 12 degrees is nothing unless there's strong winds. And then it's like 7 degrees, 6 degrees. It feels like 7 or 6 degrees. And I can't handle it. Look, I don't mind it, but I do, you know, our heating bill is so costly because yours truly has the heater on all year round. Oh, no, that's sad, isn't it? That's so sad. But no, not really. Like in the summer months here, it does get really hot. But then we have the electricity bill skyrocket because we have the air cons going all year round as well. 18 here at the moment, Marty. I'm moving in with you, Kiki. I know I've said that before. Well, I'm so tempted to just pack up Melbourne, get my little baggie, crochet in one hand and, you know, hooks in the other. I'm coming. I tell you what, though, Kiki, don't rule this out. I may come to Queensland one day. I might just do it because I've been, but it's been such a long time. I would love to come. You'll have to give me areas, the best place that I can go to, and somewhere where we can meet in the middle. I'm already excited. We're not even going yet. And I believe there's also a couple of other subscribers here on the channel, right here, right now, on our live, who are also from Queensland. So I would love to meet you guys. I think it would be great. I would love to go, if I was wealthy, this is what I would do. I would just go from country to country and meet all my subscribers. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm starting to get back to normal, guys. A little bit nasally, but I'm almost there. Cheers. Mm. Hey, I may finish off this water today. What? I usually bring water in, as you know, on our lives, and I have a couple of sips. By the time I'm finished the live, I get through a quarter of a cup. Then I throw the rest down the sink. That's the amount of water I drink in a whole week. No, I actually drink half a cup because I do a quarter on Saturday morning and a quarter on Wednesday afternoons. But today I'm literally, that's 3/4 of a cup. And this is not a normal cup. This is huge. It's a big mug. And I also had half a bottle of this before the live. Not directly before the live. We're talking during the day. So this is a lot of water for me, considering someone who never drinks water. So there you go. Oh, Margaret, hello. Leaving Perth tomorrow. Looking good forward to coming home. Glad you're better. I'm a little bit better. Look, temperature's gone. Starting to move around a bit now. Like I was saying before, all I had to do was put the dinner on and, you know, load the dishwasher and whatever else today. And I felt in my leg, some of my muscles shaking because it's the first time they've done any work in 8 days. I've been curled up in a ball on the couch and just doing nothing, watching videos, watching Netflix, Stans and Primes and all these other things that I don't know what else is on there. I don't know. I can't keep up. I just press a button and hope for the best. Excuse me. I have been watching some comedies. And the Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlinson comedy on Netflix came yesterday. Or was it this morning? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday, it had to be yesterday because I watched it last night. Hello, Mary. And I watched it last night and I love it. It was a comedy around women, female comedians. I like male comedians too, but it was just one of those things that I love Jane Fonda and I love Lily Tomlinson. So together they're just beautiful, beautiful, lovely ladies. Women who have been in the industry for such a long time, from their acting to their whatever it is that they do. And Jane Fonda and her exercise videos as well. She did a lot of that as well in the past. I just love them. I love their acting. A lot of people say, oh, but what about this? I don't care. I love their acting. I don't care. If I love the acting, then I will just keep watching them. So there you go. Yeah, so I watched a lot of comedy over the past few weeks. Oh, it's been 8 days. No, it hasn't been a few weeks. It's only been about 8 days since I've been off YouTube. Has it been 8 days? 9? Oh, I don't know. Somebody do the math for me. Somebody tell me when I last did anything on the channel, because I don't know anymore. I don't know. I can't tell you. And I did do something the last 2 days. I started something, which, believe it or not, has grown very big because the yarn I used was which one was it? It was this one here. Let me see if I can find it. It was Abbey Road, which I believe is like a 12 ply, maybe. Could be a 14. Sorry about the noise. Actually, I've gone through 4 balls at the moment, so I'm going to use these next one. I use the Abbey Road. Now, these are the ones I use for our cowl patterns. Yeah. So I use this one here, and I've gone through 4 skeins already. I think they're 100 grams. 100 grams. Yes. They are 52% merino and 48% acrylic. The hook size, excuse me, that they called for was a 6mm hook, I think. Let's have a look. I'm trying to read this in the daylight, in the light. You think I can find it? Oh, here it is, 6mm hook. And I'm using the 6mm hook. I haven't got it with me, but I'll be able to show you on Saturday. The reason I haven't got it with me is because it's just a round and round and round and round and round and round top thing that I want to wear around the house. And I make a lot of those kind of things annually. I'll make one a year. They don't last very long because they're just so used and abused in the house. I'll use it while I'm cooking, or I'll use it while I'm and it's not a good thing to use the good stuff. Like, this is, not cheap here in Australia. It might be cheap overseas, I don't know, but here in Australia they're not cheap. They're cheap when they're on special. And for someone like me who needs a lot more, I literally am going to be using, I reckon I'm going to be using all 10 skeins. I might get away with 8, 9, but I think I'll be using all 10 skeins for what I'm creating. No sleeves. So there you go. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. But I'll show you that on Saturday. I might even be wearing it on Saturday. It might not. Depends on how hot the house is. But yeah, I've used 4 skeins already. I'm lying. I've used 3.5. I'm in the middle of my 4th skein. And so I'll be using the rest of those as well. Hello, Jodie K. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Excuse me, guys. Let me have a drink. Let me have a drink. So the first tutorial you'll see won't come till sometime next week, whether it's the middle of the week or the end. It will be one tutorial next week, and it will be our our mittens. I will not be doing anything else because I know that my voice isn't going to, like, even now the voice is struggling. This is the first time I've talked, literally. When I say talked, I might have said good morning or goodbye to my son when he went to work. But it's the first time I've talked this week, actually. Major conversation this week. I've talked, said a few things, but a major conversation, like, this is the longest I've spoken since I got sick. So there you go, which is really over the top for me. I must be off. Need to start dinner and search the fridge for some chocolates. Well, I'm not going to stay very long, guys, as well. Another 5 minutes maybe, or less even, if we're done for the day. But I just wanted to let everyone know I haven't forgotten about you. Things are coming. Just give me a little bit more time to get a bit, healthier. When I mention the word healthy, I don't mean I'm eating carrots or anything. It means I'm eating a second block of chocolate. That's not funny. Don't laugh. And then I will pop one tutorial up, and then we'll talk about what's happening with this pattern and the other patterns that were supposed to come like 3 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I don't know. I don't know what planet I'm on. I'll talk about all that come Friday week, not this Friday, but next Friday or Thursday. During this tutorial, I'll have some more information about what's happening with the cardigan and when it will be uploaded on our website as a paid pattern. So that's it, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to let everyone know what's happening with the channel. It is happening again. We're all back again. We're all feeling healthy. No, notice how I say we're all. I feel like I've got like 50 different characters in here. There's the YouTube one. There's the one on the couch. And there's the one that goes shopping. There's 3 different people. Oh, no, there's a 4th one. There's the one in the mirror. It's a little bit of a loony bin, right? So there's a whole lot of characters in there. They're all different. They've all got their little schizo ways. I mean, crazy ways. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm so naughty. Guys, I'm going to go before I say anything else bad. Thank you very much for joining me today. Again, thank you for your well wishes, and thank you to those who are going to be sending some happy mail as well, for those of you who have mentioned it. I do want to thank everyone for your private messages, and anyone who has headed over to the website at www.wildcrochetdesigns.com and made a donation there as well. Thank you so much for joining us here. Get ready for this pattern. It's coming next week at some stage. Don't quote me on the date. I will see everyone on Saturday. I can breathe now. Bye all. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Try to be good. Bye all.